night is quiet and shadows fall, I'll be beside you whenever you call. When worries weigh heavy and fears take flight, I'll be your strength, guiding through the night. And when the days are dark and heavy on your heart, I'll be the voice to guide you through the dim. Strong walls may crumble, but within you've got the spark. Just turn the key, let light dissolve the grim. Did you think you were alone in your feelings? Strike a match, let your inner strength be seen. Welcome to all things serious. In the depths of your despair, where demons roam, I'll be the hand to hold. You're never alone. When storms rage fierce and winds blow strong, I'll be the shelter in your soul where you belong. Welcome to all things serious.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? So we got Connie Corso's mom in here. We got Rogue Knox. We got Just Call Me Hen. Dave G, how you doing? How's the weather in Canada? Sue is me. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. So today's live is about coping with depression. And a lot of us, I'm pretty sure, struggle with it. So I want to get to talking about that before I share another story. But before I get going, I want to say hello to everybody. And how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I gotta turn my camera on. Give me just a second. Nicole. All right. I haven't even got everything set up. Give me just a moment. Oh, you see my fan right in front of me. I hope you can't hear it. There we go. So, that's a little bright, I see. There we go. So I'm hanging in there as well. I'm doing all right. So I was doing some research, and I wanted to come up with a few things and talk about coping with depression, because a lot of us are struggling with it today. When you're depressed, I'm going to share screen so we can go over it together. Okay. Do this. Okay. So coping with depression. When you're depressed, you can't just will yourself to snap out of it. But these coping strategies can help you deal with depression and put you on a road to recovery. Why is dealing with depression so difficult? Depression drains your energy, hope, and drive, making it difficult to take the steps that will help you feel better. Sometimes just thinking about things you should do to feel better, like exercising or spending time with friends, can seem exhausting or impossible to put into action. It's the catch-22 of depression recovery. The things that help the most are the things that are the most difficult to do. There is a big difference, however, between something that's difficult and something that's impossible. There we go. While recovering from depression isn't quick or easy, you do have more control than you realize. Even if your depression is severe and stubbornly persistent, the key is to start small and build from there. You may not have much energy, but by drawing all of your reserves, you should have enough to walk around the block or pick up the phone and call a loved one, for example. Taking the first step is always the hardest, but going for a walk or getting up and dancing to your favorite music, for example, is something you can do right now. It can substantially boost your mood and energy for several hours, long enough to put a second recovery step into action, such as preparing a mood-boosting meal or arranging to meet an old friend. By taking the following small but positive steps day by day, you'll soon lift the heavy fog of depression and find yourself feeling happier and healthier and more hopeful again. Coping with depression, tip 1: reach out and stay connected, which is very important. Brown Eyed Girl, welcome in. Jackie, how are you doing? So, reaching out and staying connected is very important. Getting support plays an essential role in overcoming depression. On your own, it can be difficult to maintain a healthy perspective and sustain the effort required to beat depression. At the same time, the very nature of depression makes it difficult to reach out for help. When you're depressed, the tendency is to withdraw and isolate, so that connecting to even close family members and friends can be tough. You may feel too exhausted to talk, ashamed at your situation, or guilty for neglecting certain relationships. But this is just the depression talking. Staying connected to other people and taking part in social activities will make a world of difference in your mood and outlook. Reaching out is not a sign of weakness, and it won't mean you're a burden to others. Your loved ones care about you and want to help. And if you don't feel that, you have anyone to turn to. It's never too late to build new friendships and improve your support network. Welcome in, Quick Vic. Ryan the Gamer, how are you doing? Reach out for depression support. Look for support from people who make you feel safe and cared for. The person you talk to doesn't have to be able to fix you. They just need to be a good listener. Someone who will listen attentively and compassionately without being distracted or judging you. Make FaceTime a priority. Phone calls, social media, and texting are great ways to stay in touch. They don't have to replace the old-fashioned in-person quality time. The simple act of talking to someone face-to-face about how you feel can play a big role in relieving depression and keeping it away. Try to keep up with social activities, even if you don't feel like it. Often, when you're depressed, it feels more comfortable to retreat into your shell. But being around other people will make you feel less depressed. And I can tell you from experience that is true. Find ways to support others. It's nice to receive support, but research shows you get even bigger mood boosts for providing support yourself. So find ways, both big and small, to help others. Volunteer. Be a good listening ear for a friend. Do something nice for somebody. What's going on, Funky Jasunky? How are you doing? It's good to see you in here. Juicer, welcome. Care for a pet. While nothing can replace the human connection, pets can bring you joy and companionship into your life. Help you feel less isolated. Caring for a pet can also get you outside of yourself and give you a sense of being needed, but both powerful antidotes to depression. Join a support group for depression. Being with others dealing with depression can go a long way in reducing your sense of isolation. You can also encourage each other, give and receive advice on how to cope and share your experiences. If going to an in-person support group feels too difficult, some online therapy platforms offer virtual support groups. 10 tips for connecting with others. Talk to one person about your feelings. 2, help someone by volunteering. 3, have lunch or coffee with a friend. 4, ask a loved one to check in with you regularly. 5, accompany someone to the movies, a concert, or even a small get-together. 6, call or email an old friend. Go for a walk with a workout buddy. Schedule a weekly dinner date. Meet new people by taking classes or joining a club. Confide in a clergy member, teacher, or sports coach. I hope everybody's doing well this evening. Do things that make you feel good. In order to overcome depression, you have to do things that relax and energize you. This includes following a healthy lifestyle, learning how to better manage stress, setting limits on what you're able to do, and scheduling fun activities into your day. So, Cat keeps on cat. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Before I continue on with this, I want to get everybody's attention for a second before I continue on what I'm talking about. Put a 1 in chat if you know who Vibrant is. If you've ever heard of a person in this community by the name of Vibrant. He's been part of the true crime community. He's part of this community. His name is Vibrant. Put a 1 in chat if you know who he is. If you've been involved with allegedly with Brittany J, he's been on her panel a time or two in the past. Yes, he's part of her community also. So I'm just wondering if you've heard of Viper, and if you have, put a 1 in chat. If not, put a 2. And there's a reason why I'm asking, and I'm going to share this story, and then I'm going to continue on. So, Viprin, I never. Some of you guys are new here, okay? I I don't come to my community or my people or my supporters for anything. If you watch all my lives, every live I've ever done, I've never asked for help in any kind of way, like I'm going to today, tomorrow, and the next day. So Vibrant's father passed away. His grandmother passed away within a month of each other. His electricity got shut off for 3 weeks. He's he's fighting for Social Security disability. He's fighting for it. And I'm trying to help him. He doesn't want the help, but I want to help him. So my mods are putting in my donation links in chat. Okay. So, I'm trying to help him keep his electricity on until until um he gets approved for Social Security disability, which should be within the next month. He's got a child. He's just struggling right now. Okay. I talked to him today, right before he went into intensive therapy. He called me up and I talked to him and he told me what was going on. And I said, I would love to reach out to my community and see what we can do as a community. I said, if people want to help, they can help. If not, I'm not doing a GoFundMe. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing any of that. You know, if anybody wants to help, my donation links are in there and I'll send him the money directly. That's if you want to. Okay. Other than that, that is fine if you can. Okay. So I will explain the situation later on in the live. I'm gonna do it again tonight at 2:30. I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. Um, Talking about this situation makes me a little emotional. So I'm going to continue on with the live coping with depression. Bratty little me, good seeing you in chat. So things, do things you enjoy or used to. While you can't force yourself to have fun or experience pleasure, you can push yourself to do things even when you don't feel like it. You might be surprised to how much better you feel once you're out in the world. Even if your depression doesn't lift immediately, you'll gradually feel more upbeat and energetic as you make time for fun activities. Pick up a former hobby or a sport you used to like. Express yourself creatively through music, art, or writing. Go out with friends. Take a day trip to the museum, the mountains, or the ballpark. And believe it or not, doing that actually helps with stress too. It gets your mind away from the stress because stress leads to depression too. Not only does stress prolong or worsen depression, but it can also trigger it. Figure out all the things in your life that stress you out, such as work overload, money problems, or unsupportive relationships, and find ways to relieve the pressure you and regain control. Create a balanced schedule. It's easy to fall into a trap of spending far more time working or completing chores than making time for people and activities you enjoy. But to ease stress and avoid burnout, it's important to find a healthy balance. Are there responsibilities you can give up or delegate to others? Practice relaxation techniques. A relaxation practice can help relieve symptoms of depression, reduce stress, boost feelings of joy and well being. Try yoga, deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or meditation. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now is meditation is not something you just do. It takes time to get comfortable with it. But once you start doing meditation and clearing your thoughts and your mind, it will help. It will help. Practice um, practice gratitude. It sounds simplistic, but take a few moments to consciously note the things you appreciate in your life and give a notable impact, can give you a notable impact on your stress levels and mood. Even being grateful for the sun shining or a smile from your neighbor can help keep things in perspective. Okay, I went too far down. Develop a wellness toolbox to deal with depression. Come up with a list of things that you can do for a quick mood boost. The more tools for coping with depression you have, the better. Try and implement a few of these ideas each day, even if you're feeling good. Spend some time in nature. Ground yourself. Ground yourself with nature. List what you like about yourself. Your smile, your hair, your eyes, your laughter, your jokes, humor, your sense of humor, your sarcasm. List things you like about yourself. Read a good book. Watch a funny movie or a TV show. Take a nice, long, hot bath. I tell you, those are comfortable sometimes. Those are stress relievers. Meditate. Play with a pet. Talk to friends or family face to face. Listen to music. Do something spontaneous and fun. Tip 3, get moving. When you're depressed, just getting out of bed can seem like a daunting task, let alone working out. But exercise is a powerful depression fighter. And it is. It is. But it helps when you have somebody to work out with, just saying. A buddy, a confidant. And one of the most important tools in your recovery arsenal. Research shows that regular exercise can be as effective as meditation for relieving depression symptoms. It helps prevent relapse once you're well. To get the most benefit, aim for at least 30 minutes of exercise per day. This doesn't have to be all at once. It's okay to start small. A 10-minute walk can improve your mood for 2 hours. This is probably why I am so miserable. And I need to start doing it to work with my depression. Exercise is something you can do right now to boost your mood. Your fatigue will improve if you stick with it. Starting to exercise can be difficult when you're depressed and feeling exhausted, which I am depressed and feeling exhausted. But research shows that your energy levels will improve if you keep with it. Exercise will help you to feel energized and less fatigued, not more. Find exercises that are continuous and rhythmic, like dancing. Dancing is a good way, but I got 2 left feet. I got 2 left feet. Just saying. Anybody goes dancing with me, you have to stand on my feet because I'll step all over your feet. The most benefits for depression can come from rhythmic exercises such as walking, weight training, swimming, martial arts, or dancing. When you move both arms and legs, so you move to the beat. Add a mindfulness element, especially if your depression is rooted in unresolved trauma or fed by obsessive negative thoughts. Focus on how your body feels as you move, such as the sensation your feet hitting the ground, or the feeling of the wind on your skin, or the rhythm of your breathing. Like I said, gym partner, pair up with an exercise partner. Not only does working out with others enable you to spend time socializing, it also can help you keep motivated. Try joining a running club or taking a water aerobics or dance classes. Seek out tennis partners. We're rolling in a soccer or volleyball league. Man, I don't know if I could do water aerobics. I'd probably give birth in the pool, just saying. Humor. Take a dog for a walk. If you don't own a dog, get a dog. And if you can't, volunteer to walk homeless dogs for an animal shelter or a rescue group. You'll not only be helping yourself, but also be helping to socialize and exercise the dogs, making them more adoptable. Getting out in the sun. Getting out in the sun can help boost your serotonin levels and improve your mood whenever possible. Getting outside during daylight hours and expose yourself to the sun for at least 15 minutes a day. Remove sunglasses, but never stare directly at the sun, and use sunscreen as needed. Take a walk on your lunch break. Have a coffee outside. Enjoy an alfresco meal and spend time gardening. Double up on the benefits of sunlight by exercising outside. Try hiking, walking in a local park, or playing golf or tennis with a friend. Increase the amount of natural light in your home and workplace by opening blinds and drapes and sitting near windows. Okay. If you live somewhere with little winter sunshine, try using a light therapy box. Dealing with winter blues. Osmond, Osmond, I can't dance. I have the coordination of a lame kangaroo, but I move with sheer joy. That's awesome. I have two left feet. So, dealing with winter blues. For some people, the reduced hours, daylight hours of the winter lead to a form of depression known as seasonal affective disorder. SAD can make you feel like a completely different person to who you are in the summer. Hopeless, sad, tense, or stressed, with no interest in friends or activities you normally love. No matter how hopeless you feel, though, there you are, plenty of things you can do to keep your mood stable throughout the year. Challenge negative thinking. Tip 5. Do you feel like you're powerless or weak? That bad things happen and there's not much you can do about it? That your situation is hopeless? Depression puts a negative spin on everything, including the way you see yourself and your expectations for the future. When these type of thoughts overwhelm you, it is important to remember that this is a symptom of your depression, and these irrational, pessimistic attitudes known as cognitive distortion aren't realistic. When you really examine them, they do not hold up. But even so, they can be tough to give up. You can't break out of a pessimistic mind frame by telling yourself to just think positive. Often, it's part of a long-term, lifelong pattern of thinking that's become so automatic you're not even completely aware of it. Rather, the trick is to identify the type of negative thoughts that you're fueling your depression and replace them with more balanced way of thinking. Negative, unrealistic ways of thinking that fuel depression. All or nothing thinking. Looking at things in black and white categories with no middle ground. If everything is not perfect, I'm a total failure. Overgeneralization. Generalizing from a single negative experience, expecting it to hold true forever. I had a bad date. I'll never find anyone. The mental filter. Ignoring positive events and focusing on the negative. Noticing the one thing that went wrong rather than all the things that went right. I got the last question on the test wrong. I'm an idiot. Diminishing the positive. Coming up with reasons why positive events don't count. She said she had a good time on her date, but I think she was just being nice. Jumping to conclusions. Making negative interpretations without actual evidence. You act like a mind reader. He must think I'm pathetic or a fortune teller. I'll be stuck in this dead end job forever. Emotional reasoning. Believing that the way you feel reflects reality. I feel like such a loser. Everyone must be laughing at me. Shoulds and should nots. Holding yourself to a strict list of what you should and shouldn't do and beating yourself up if you don't live up to your rules. I should never have interviewed for that job. I'm an idiot for thinking I could get it. Labeling. Classifying yourself based on mistakes and perceived shortcomings. I'm a failure, an idiot, and a loser. Those those are negative and unrealistic ways of thinking that fuel depression. And people who think that way, you're not. You're not a loser. You're not pathetic. You're not an idiot. You're none of those things. I used to think that way at one point in my life. How to challenge negative thinking. We're almost done. We're almost done, guys. This is just very important to me. How to cope with depression. You know, it's very important because there is a lot of people out there who are struggling and they don't know how to deal. They don't know how to cope. They don't know where to turn. They don't know who to talk to. There's a lot of people out there. Is According to Leanie in here? Did I see her come in? According to Leanie, how are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Saucy Susie. So how to challenge negative thinking. Keep a negative thought log. Whenever you experience a negative thought, jot it down on your phone or in a notebook. Along with that, along with what triggered your negative thought, once you identify the destructive thought patterns that contribute to your depression, you can start to challenge them. For example, if your significant other was short with you, you may have automatically assumed that the relationship was in trouble. However, a more realistic way to view it is it might be that your partner was just having a bad day. Examine the evidence that your thoughts are true. When challenging your negative thoughts, ask yourself, is there any evidence that your thoughts or beliefs are not true? For example, if you're thinking, I'll be stuck in this dead-end job forever, how realistic is that expectation? Are there facts that you're ignoring, such as potential for sending out a resume and interviewing for another job? Is there another more realistic way of looking at your situation? Think outside yourself. I love these because I've never thought of these myself. I'm glad I'm doing this. Think outside yourself. Ask yourself, would I say what I'm thinking about myself to someone else? If not, stop being so hard on yourself. Think about less harsh statements that offer more realistic descriptions. What would you tell a friend who had the same thought? Instead of labeling yourself a failure or a loser when something doesn't go as planned, for example, look at things in a more realistic light. You made a mistake, but you can learn from it. So true. You can't get any truer than that. Allow yourself to be less than perfect. Many depressed people are perfectionists, holding themselves to an impossible high standards and then beating themselves up when they fail to meet them. Battling this source of self-imposed stress by challenging your negative ways of thinking. We all have bad days, and life is often unexpectedly messy. Ask yourself how I might look at this situation if I didn't have depression. Yes, they do, Jim. Depression and anxiety, depression and stress. Yes, anxiety does go hand in hand with depression. Socialize with positive people. Notice how people who always look at the bright side deal with challenges, even minor ones, like not being able to find a parking space. Then consider how you would react in the same situation. Even if you had to pretend, try to adopt their optimism and persistence in the face of difficulty. As you cross examine your negative thoughts, you may be surprised at how quickly they crumble. In the process, you'll develop a more balanced perspective and help to relieve your depression. April T, welcome in. So, all right, Juicer. Thank you for being here. You take care and have a good night. Support your health by eating and sleeping well. When you eat, what you eat has a direct impact on how you feel. Aim for a balanced diet with plenty of fruit and vegetables. Don't put a bag of apples in front of me. I'll eat like half of them in one sitting. And reduce your intake of food that adversely affects your mood. Well, I can't take out caffeine. I'm sorry. So that's difficult. Alcohol, yeah. And processed food with high levels of chemical preservatives or hormones found in some packaged food and cured meats. Don't skip meals. Well, I do, and it's not good for you. Going too long between meals can make you feel irritable and tired. So aim to eat something at least every 3 to 4 hours. Minimize sugar and refined carbs. You may crave sugary snacks, baked goods, comfortable foods such as pasta or French fries, but these feel-good foods quickly lead to crash in mood and energy. You're not lying. I know these all too well. Aim to cut out much of these foods possible. There's nothing wrong with having a cheat meal here and there. Boost your vitamin Bs. Deficiencies in B vitamins such as folic acid and B12 can trigger depression. To get more, take a B complex vitamin, supplement, or eat more citrus fruits, leafy greens, beans, chicken, and eggs. I love chicken. I can eat chicken all day. Boost your mood with foods with rich omega-3 fatty acids. Play a central role in stabilizing mood. Well, some people are, for those of you who aren't allergic to seafood, the best sources are fatty fish such as salmon, herring, mackerel, anchovies, sardines. I love me some sardines and tuna. And some cold water fish oil supplements. Grandmammy Annie, how are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Improve your sleep. This is where I struggle. Feeling tired can cause you to think irrationally, increase stress and anxious thoughts, anxiety, and depress your mood. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Impossible. Depression typically involves sleep problems, whether you're sleeping too little or too much. Your mood suffers. Get on a better sleep schedule by learning healthy sleep habits. Try to get sleep and get up at the same time every day. Avoid big screens within 2 hours of bedtime. Develop a relaxing bedtime routine and make sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. Oh, my bedroom's cool, dark, and quiet. Find healthy ways to get back to sleep. If you wake up in the night, keep the lights low, do a quiet, non-stimulating activity such as reading a book or practice a sleep meditation using guided imagery. We're at the end. When to get professional help for depression. If you've taken self-help steps and made positive lifestyle changes and still find your depression getting worse, seek professional help. Needing additional help doesn't mean you're weak. Sometimes the negative thinking and depression can make you feel like you're a lost cause. But depression can be treated and you can feel better. Don't forget these helpful tips, though. And I want to copy. And I want to share this link with you guys in chat. Paste. I just posted the link, the article to what I just read. So I'm going to open up the panel for anybody that wants to come up. Okay. I'm going to open up the panel for anybody that wants to come up. More than welcome. Panel guests are always welcome. What's Cat going through? Hold on. I'm sorry for what you're going through, Cat. Keep your head strong. Keep your head strong. I'm sorry you're having to deal with what you're dealing with. All right, Funky. So earlier on in the live, I was talking about a personal friend of mine. His name's Viperin. NorCal, I'm pretty sure you know who Viperin is. You remember Viperin? So arm dancing, arm dancing. So, but my friend Viperin. So his father passed away. A month later, his grandmother passed away. And his grandmother was the breadwinner in the family. Right now, Viperin is fighting for his Social Security. And he should find out in the next month or so. Okay. So I've had my mods post my donation links because I'm trying to help him out. His electricity was out for 3 weeks. His most important thing is to worry about is keeping his electricity and water on. He's got his son and his mother, and they're struggling right now financially. And Viperin doesn't want a handout. And I said, dude, I'm going to reach out to my community for a hand up. For those of you that want to help, okay, Rogue Knox and other people are dropping my donation links in chat to help Viperin through this time of need. I'm not doing a GoFundMe or a Give, Send, Go or any of that. I'm not asking my community to help me. It's to help another member of the community. He's going through it hard. He doesn't even want me doing this. But I know he needs it, being a single father and his mom to take care of. I'm just trying to help him in any way I can. I talked to him earlier today and he almost had me in tears. Just saying. Because I could hear it in his voice. All right, I got to turn the fan back on. It's okay, April. It's okay. I'll be going live at 2:30 in the morning, and I'm going to keep doing 2 lives for the next 3 or 4 days. So, but other than that, everything's going well. Everything's going well. And Angels, I want to reach out to you and talk to you after this live, if you can. If you can give me a okay, that's fine. That'd be appreciated, Kat. Oh, so everybody that's here, that's in chat right now, okay? I moved to Florida August 7th, okay? And I'm going to need all my mods in chat for that week, August 7th to August 14th. Rogue Knox is going to be taking over the channel for a week while I'm gone, while I'm in transition. Will I make a surprise appearance on my channel? Yes. But I got a lot to deal with when I first get down there. And I want to keep the channel active. So, NorCal. Damn. You guys can see the sweat pouring down my forehead. That's how hot it is in this room. Where you going for that week? August 7th to the 14th, NorCal. I'm jealous. But do tell. Are you going on vacation? You going to SoCal, right? You gonna go see SoCal for that week? NorCal, just don't be. Oh, damn. But he'll be in Southern California, though. In the Bay Area. I'll be watching 6 to 10 soccer games with my kids in the Bay Area. So he's traveling from Northern California to Southern California. So he'll be in SoCal. I know they do NorCal, and that's awesome. They play high-level competitive soccer. So, but I want to thank everybody for being here. I really do. I want to thank everybody for being here. You guys are an amazing bunch of people. And for those of you who will be awake, I know I got to get some AC quick, Vic. I really do. I need to get some AC. I'm sweating over here. Before you know it, I'm going to melt away. So, but I will be in Discord in a little bit. I just need to reach out to Angel's Lie to keep control. I got to talk to her one-on-one. So, All right, everybody. Thank you for coming in, according to Leanie. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was awesome to see you in here. Hey, can one of my mods drop according to Leanie's channel, please? Oh, I'm moving to Florida, so I have a lot to deal with when I get down there first, before I can move my stuff down there. So I have a lot of shit to deal with. A lot. And I don't want to go live and not being able to focus on my live. So I'm handing the reins over temporary to Rogue Knox. So yes. Nicole just dropped according to Leanie's channel. She's got an awesome channel also. If you're a late nighter like I am sometimes, she's an early riser, late nighter, early riser. Yeah. So, all right, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. I will see you guys 2:30 in the morning. So until then, have a good night, my friends. All things serious, out.
Let's talk about the mind for a minute. The kind of battle's fought, you don't just win it. It's a war zone inside, no camouflage. Every thought's a grenade, sitting ready to barrage. Growing up, they said man up, but never speak up. So I bottled it all, like a shaking soda cup. Pressure building inside, I could feel it crack. But the world outside only sees the mask, not the fact. Depression knocking at the door, anxiety's my guest. They invited themselves in, now I'm under duress. But mental health ain't a weakness, it's a strength to own. Every scar, every tear, every struggle we've honed. It's okay not to be okay. Don't let anyone take your light away. In the darkness, you'll find your voice. Speak your truth, make your choice. It's okay not to be okay. Don't let anyone take your light away. In the darkness, you'll find your voice. Speak your truth, make your choice.